Hey, Wilbur. Hi, guys.
Well, good evening. It's an absolutely gorgeous evening. I know a bunch of you probably been waiting all day to hear about why it's so important to weed your garden. Well, we're gonna get to that pretty soon here, but I just gotta run down to the dugout with a side-by-side and check on the sheep because Carmen said there was some dirty old crows down there earlier today. And I wanna make sure that everybody's okay. I'm just down here by the dugout with the sheep. I don't know if you can see them over by the gate. Neighbor just got home with his grader. That's super loud, but yeah, it's actually it's beautiful down here. Look at that water, just like glass. And yeah, there doesn't appear to be any strife caused by the crows, but I did see, where is it? Right here. I don't know if one of the sheep took some bark off of one of them crows or just what happened there, but anyways, everybody seems to be doing good here. So I'm just got a little bit of grain I'm gonna give them for a treat, and then I'm gonna head back up. We'll talk about gardening. Actually, since we've got everybody here, we might as well talk about it right now. I've had a pretty long day, so this won't be too terribly long of a story to tell. You can go on the internet and see, you know, Google, like, why do I need to weed my garden? And there's not more than 5 reasons. And any website that tells you there's 10 reasons, there's 15 reasons, there's 12 reasons, there's 21 reasons to weed your garden. Absolute nonsense. There's 5 reasons why, and anything beyond that is just repeating the same thing. Easy, girls. You know, with just different ways of saying the exact same thing. But there's one big thing that stands out. And so today, that's what I'm gonna talk about, is the one big thing. I'm just gonna move down a little bit here because I am getting eaten alive by mosquitoes right now. That's not a good time for me. So anyways, envision, if you will, you wanna have a nice meal. So you slave over the stove for several hours and you cook yourself this beautiful pot roast, and you sit down to enjoy it, and just as you're about to take the first bite, there's a knock at the door. So you get up from the table, you go to the door, there's nobody there. Well, okay. So you go back to the dinner table. So when you get back to the dinner table, you find there's a dirty old bum sitting in your seat, chowing down on your pot roast. So the dirty old bum is the weeds. The knock at the door comes from your day-to-day commitments. So if you let these little things distract you and you walk away from your garden, you don't stay on top of it, eventually you're gonna come home one day and there's this dirty old bum, right? Your garden is just gonna be completely overwhelmed, overtaken by weeds. And what are they doing? They're taking all the nutrients out of your soil, all the water out of your soil, and taking it away from the plants you're trying to grow. So essentially you're gonna see lower yields. And not only that, there's some plants actually, they have sterilizing capabilities. So I forget the name of the plant now. But anyways, I'm gonna head back up the hill here. I'm gonna help Carmen weed the garden because I don't want no dirty old bums eating my pot roast or my carrots or my broccoli or my pumpkins. None of it. All right, I remember what it's called. It's not plantain, it's lamb's quarter. And yes, there's tons of it around this area. So if you notice it around your yard, just look around it and see. You'll see, are the plants thriving around it? No, absolutely not. So what is this called? This is called an allelopathic compound, and it spreads a zone of infertility around the plant so that nothing else can compete for the nutrients in the soil. You get this in your garden, well, you can imagine what it does. So what are you working to weed here, Carmen?
Apparently a cucumber.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think it's important to weed your garden?
You're joking, right? Otherwise it looks like this mess.
Yeah. So some people think it's therapeutic. Do you find this therapeutic?
A little bit, actually.
That's not the answer I was expecting. I was expecting a hell no.
No, it is actually therapeutic.
So we've dumped all our weeds into a big pile over here by the compost pile where the pigs are. Hopefully they come and chew these things up. Well, that's the feed all mixed up for tomorrow. Just gonna feed the dogs, go get the eggs from the chicken house. And I think I'm done for the... You always gotta be careful when you come in the chicken house. These girls might bomb you from above here. We got this birdie mama here. She's been sitting here for a couple of weeks now, got a couple of eggs. Kind of hope maybe she'd hatch a set out. Well, I got 20 eggs in my basket here today, so that's all the free breakfast I need. All this chickweed is growing here, where the chickens are. You think they would eat it? No, it's absolutely prolific here. That and the mayweed over here. I'm gonna have to come back here tomorrow and weed all this out too. I'm actually really impressed with how these the layer chicks have assimilated with the other full-grown hens. They're doing just grand out here. Anyhow, enough about chickens. I'm gonna go inside. Tomorrow we're gonna continue weeding. Maybe you should too. For now, I gotta go in, make sure there's not a dirty old bum drinking all my tea. So I hope you have a fantastic night. We'll see you tomorrow.